Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead. They released opening minutes. They released some images coming up from, I'm assuming, the most recent episode, or maybe the next couple episodes in The Walking Dead Season 9. We're going to discuss that now. Before we get into that, now that we are really kicking it into gear with content in the new year, we're going to be doing that giveaway for issue 150 of the comic I talked about a while back. I'm also putting together a giveaway box, so go ahead and you got to be a subscriber though. Leave a comment down below. We're going to be doing some specific giveaways on videos and then just some random ones where I pick a random name off a video. So go ahead and leave a comment because that's the only way I can really find you. You know what I mean? And then we'll organize some neat giveaways to do on a live stream or something. So comment down below so you don't miss one of the random giveaways, and leave a suggestion maybe for some neat stuff you guys would like to see in those giveaways as far as posters, comics, the figures, some cool stuff that you're interested in. Anyway, let's get into the footage. The footage actually connects really well with where we left off in episode 8 of season 9. Our group is in the cemetery. The fog, the atmosphere, they do something really cool with the image of one of the Whisperers. One of the first things they show is dead Jesus, but then they show the angle of a Whisperer mask, and then they show the face of the Whisperer, and the way they filmed it with the little flash of lightning, and it's at a similar angle. First you see the mask empty, laying on the ground. What's her name? Yumiko actually picks it up and takes it, so we'll likely see that displayed in Alexandria when the communities are talking, or at the hilltop when they tell Tara what happened. They'll likely show her the mask as evidence. The story's entering into this new territory where we have these new villains who wear masks and they live among the walkers, and kicking off the new half of the second season. I just like that little touch where we see the mask on the ground and then the people behind it, and that is really symbolic to what we're going to be getting with the unnamed, unmasked, unknown villains, and then we're actually going to be introduced to the people behind it. I just love that symbolism there. We just see the barren mask and the unknown, and then we see the person, the human face behind it. And as you guys know, we're going to be getting a look behind the masks of the leaders and the other characters. Lydia, Alpha, Beta, some more maybe Whisperer faces, some reveals and some backstories coming up in Season 9. So that's exciting, and I just love that little bit of symbolism. Anyway, so we see the dog barking, we see them fighting off some of the Whisperers. Yumiko actually saves Michonne. I like how they're bringing the new group into the forefront, and they're pulling their weight, helping out, helping save some of our survivors, breaking down the walls of mistrust and really getting through to Michonne that these people are good people and we should bring them into the communities and allow them to assimilate with our group. However, one huge thing, and this is massive, I didn't think it was that massive at first, but after seeing so many fans talk about it, this was a big deal for a lot of fans. It's real quick. It's a blink and you miss it moment, but they reveal something we are not going to be getting that a lot of fans actually hoped for and they thought we were going to be getting, and a big part of that has to do with the actor who played Jesus. He said something at a Comic-Con where we might see a zombie Jesus. I thought that would be cool because in all the hectic shit popping off right now, they need to get Jesus' body and then make a quick escape. They do that. However, right before they take off, we do see Aaron do something quick, rather violently. He's either trying to see if Jesus is really dead and pulling facial hair off of his beard, or he's definitely for sure stabbing Jesus in the head. So a lot of fans, again, blink and you'll miss it, but a lot of fans got a little tiny bit bummed out because that is 100% without a doubt confirmation. There will be zero return for this Jesus. This Jesus is not coming back as a zombie. There's no resurrection for this guy. And I'm just kind of guessing, since this is the opening minutes, we do see them rather quickly, within just a minute or two, make it out of where we saw them last with the fog in the graveyard. In the trailer, we saw them meeting up with some Whisperers on a bridge. Now, these could be the same Whisperers from the fog or a different small group that was nearby in the area hunting our survivors down. One really, really awesome moment in the trailer, or the sneak peek of the opening minutes, was when they locked the gate behind them and they made their getaway out of the graveyard. Walkers pile up on the fence and you see one Whisper just real chill about it, pretending he's a walker, slip his hand over the gate, unlock it, and that is actually where the opening minutes teaser cuts off. Love shit like that because it just shows how deadly these guys can be. Just when you think you put up a block or a barricade for normal walkers, nope, boom, he slips his hand in, opens up the lock, and I can only imagine a massive herd of walkers maybe down the line in season 10. A little mini No Way Out / All Out War happens. You get a whole herd of walkers in Alexandria. People are hiding in houses and they think they're safe, but nope. A Whisperer breaks a window, sneaks his hand in, unlocks the door, and you hear it. You're hiding upstairs. You know, one of our heroes or one of our citizens are hiding upstairs. They hear that crack. They don't know exactly what's going on, but they hear the creak of the door. They know it's opening, and they're like, oh my god, how's this opening? At least the threat is real that they are now entering the houses. Oh man, that's so cool. So damn cool. Anyhow, so yeah, the opening minutes, they're in the graveyard. They make it out of the graveyard. Some of the zombies are quick on their tails, so they got to get up out of there. The next image most likely will be Negan doing his escape, because that's at nighttime, and then we'll likely take a break and do the intro and the logo or the theme song. And then when we come back, we're going to be seeing them. It's now morning time. It's our survivors. They're getting away from the zombies, and they run into either more from the cemetery or a new batch that's by a bridge, because we see Daryl and them. And this is where we get the new Whisper reveal of Lydia, which is the leader's daughter. I don't think she's going to be wounded like in the comic. In the comics, she got stabbed in the shoulder. She's most likely going to be just defeated, or say don't kill me, because he throws her in one of the trailers in a jail cell, and it doesn't look like they give her any medical attention. It doesn't look like she's bleeding or bloody or wounded or favoring a wounded shoulder, nothing like that. And we did get new images. Some of the images are from trailers we've seen. Right here is the group most likely making their way back after the fog scene. I don't see a Lydia there. Lydia could be behind Magna there, although there's a bow and arrow, which most likely means that's Yumiko. So I'm guessing this is right before they hit the bridge, possibly, because like I said, the bridge is it seems to be in daytime. So the next image is them still walking, and again, I don't see a prisoner Lydia, so maybe they do walk a decent distance before they run into this new group of Whisperers. The next image is Judith with Carl's hat on, looking like a little badass. Next image is Daryl, and it's a little hard to tell, but I would imagine since there's no electricity, this isn't a modern world up and running with a little street light near the end of the bridge or something. I would imagine since this is well lit, this is most likely in the daytime after they make it out of the graveyard. So I am believing a little bit of time passes before they run into a new group of walkers. This is likely where he kills a Whisperer and then goes to kill Lydia. Or this is where he's going to kill Lydia because he doesn't have his arrow up. He's going in for a stab. So this makes sense, because if he just shot her from a distance, she would be dead and not a prisoner. This is an interesting image. We got No Country for Old Men Negan here. How funny would it be? How funny would it be if that is Glenn's pocket watch, which used to be Herschel's pocket watch, hanging around his head? If you zoom in there, you can tell it seems like that is a clock or a pocket watch of some type, and then they fasten some sort of necklace around it. I don't know why Maggie would leave that laying around, or why that would be laying around in Alexandria, but I just thought that would add insult to injury if Negan did happen to find it laying around and took it. Now, this is a little bit odd, in my opinion. We knew he grabbed the shovel at nighttime. What is he looking for? What's the purpose of the shovel? Does he think Lucille is buried somewhere? Does he think that he needs the shovel to go look where him and Rick were fighting last, because Michonne said she just left it out there? What in the hell is he doing with the shovel? So this is interesting. And it's in the daytime. Does no one recognize him? It definitely looks like it's at Alexandria. This is, I don't know, that's weird. Put your comments down below about that one. Next, we got Luke and Aiden out and about, and I think something brings them out of the Hilltop community, and they are possibly looking for Tara and them, or they're a part of Tara and them's group, and they're all out together, and they separate, and they're looking for someone or something. Now, we got Carol and Ezekiel together, and I think they are entertaining some guests or visitors from inside the kingdom, like a council, and they're bringing ideas before them about what they should do for the fair. It only makes sense. We get a little setup for the fair. Now, here's that picture of what appears to be Lydia on the right, maybe Lydia on the right, and then another walker slash or a whisper on the left. Yeah, I'm going to say that could definitely be a whisper. Michonne is on the end of the bridge looking like a badass, and it is clearly in daytime, so there must be a little bit of gap between leaving the graveyard and then running into these whispers on the bridge. Maybe these are whispers just kind of lingering, waiting for the graveyard group to get done attacking so they can reunite, and that is why Daryl and Michonne don't just slaughter them, because they're not a part of the group that attacked them at the graveyard. Here we have the Kingdom group venturing out, and I'm still sticking with the idea that they are prepping for the fair here, maybe cleaning up the surrounding areas around the kingdom, and they're prepping to make it nice so they can have visitors, or maybe they need some stuff for the fair, so they're out scavenging. I think that's all this is. Is that Ken? Yeah, is that Ken from the Hilltop? He was protecting the wall with Eduardo. If Ken's here, maybe Eduardo is with Maggie somewhere on her trip. But I like this look with Magna here. She looks like one sexy badass in that trench coat. That's a cool look. They should keep that for her. And then we have Tara here and Yumiko. Something brought them out of their community. I would imagine they've seen some whispers, or they've seen people watching from the tree line, and this has brought them out to either scare them off because of just how confident and badass they look. So something brings them out. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. And then here's Abraham smoking a stove. Rest in peace, homie. Just because. Just because. All right, leave your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. What do you think about the opening minutes, and what do you think about these images, especially Negan? What the hell is he doing with that shovel, man? And more Resident Evil 2 gameplay live streams coming up on this channel. I'll try my best to get another gameplay done tonight sometime when I'm done with all my work. Thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.